An unforeseen crisis is happening in Western countries.
I honestly think that you could look at a man on the street now, point at him, and have a 50% chance that he hasn't had sex in the last year. That's insane.
This is an insider story. Fewer men than women are attending college, which is leading to a mating crisis. The New York professor Scott Galloway said women made up 59.5% of college students at the end of 2021 school year. That's 60%, an all-time high with a comparison to 40% of men enrolled in college. But Galloway warned that beyond the classroom, the gap is causing an existential threat to society, and that we are creating a dangerous cohort. We have mating inequality in the country, he said, adding that women with college degrees don't want to partner with men who don't hold a college degree. The most dangerous person in the world is a broke and alone male, and we are producing too many of them.
The dating market is completely broken. This could have very dangerous and chaotic effects on society. With dating apps, the way to meet someone has totally changed, and our behaviors too, especially women's behaviors. In this video, we will see how the love market has been completely destroyed by some societal changes. Before we start, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button to make that channel grow giga fast. So what's the cause of this? When we go back in time, since the women emancipation movement, women have been able to enter universities and pursue careers. At the same time, governments have organized programs to promote women, often at the expense of guys. As these policies have been implemented and time has passed, women have caught up with men, and there are now more female graduates than males graduate. This creates a problem because women are by nature hypergamous. Hypergamy is the action of marrying or forming a sexual relationship with a person of a superior sociological or educational background.
In many metropolitan areas in the US, it seems like college-educated women are having a hard time finding love.
What happens when a woman becomes more educated? She earns more, she's more secure, she's more independent. The pool of available men diminishes dramatically. Throw on that the notion of female entitlement, this notion of special privilege and princessdom syndrome. You have women that are saying never settle. And they have a right to never settle, but there are consequences.
Pew put out a study that said that 78% of women would not date a partner or not get with a prospective mate that did not make more than they did. And only 48% of men shared that view.
Fuck, man. And you now have...
No, sorry, go ahead.
You have an ever increasing group of high-performing women competing for an ever decreasing group of ultra-high-performing men.
It's not only the right to go to university that has changed everything. There is a change that has the same impact as the creation of the nuclear bomb, which is little talked about. It's the contraceptive pill. The introduction of the pill has caused a social change. Women can now not only sleep with men without risk, but also continue their studies without risk of getting pregnant. 1981 was the last year that more men than women graduated from a 4-year undergraduate program. Modern women with higher education have been promised with the arrival of technology easier dates with dating apps. However, it's the opposite effect that has occurred. Having the illusion of choice, women simply do not manage to be satisfied with a man, but this one will be permanently compared to potential competitors. Being a man in today's dating market makes you too easily replaceable. With the advent of Tinder, there is a plethora of men to choose from. There is a paradox called the paradox of choice. The paradox of choice is an observation that having too many options to choose from, rather than making people happy and ensuring they get what they want, can cause them stress and problematize decision making. The success of choice creates a power imbalance. The girlfriend will feel that she is special and that he is happy to have her, knowing how many other guys wants her and that he has to work hard to keep her, creating this unhealthy balance. This is why women today are so entitled. They simply have too many options, and they will use this abundance to try out different men on dating sites until they realize that he has a detail or a flaw that she doesn't like and throw him away to look for another man, knowing that she has plenty of options. In fact, even when they are not looking for solicitation via dating apps like Tinder, they will still be solicited on Instagram, often by high-value men who just want to have fun, which will further push her to compare her partners to these high-value men. This phenomenon that encourages women to date many men casually is called hookup culture.
I was a prude until I was 25. Girl, download every dating app in existence. Lose your standards. Lose your self-respect. Don't care what others think about you. Drink a ton of alcohol. Use protection. Be safe. And most importantly, have fun. Your life's about to change.
Yes, for the worse.
The hookup culture gives us these women who complain about men who don't want to commit. However, we have to make the distinction. They are talking about the top 10% of men. These are men who have succeeded in their careers, they are handsome and charismatic. These men use them for sex because they can afford it. Lots of these women give their body because often they have nothing else to give. They are looking for the most successful men. However, these guys are only looking for more or less beautiful women, which makes these men have the advantage in the market. They have more choice. However, for the rest of the 80 to 90% of men, they will fight for the crumbs.
Women and men have both evolved multiple mating strategies. Some of the gender pursue casual hookups, some committed partnerships, some alternate at different times of their lives, and some do both simultaneously. And although a few social scientists deny the data, research overwhelmingly shows that men harbour, on average, a greater desire for sexual partner variety. Shock. Men experience more frequent sexual thoughts throughout the day, have more sexual fantasies involving multiple partners, and readily sign up for online dating sites for the sole goal of casual sex. So a surplus of women among educated groups caters precisely to this dimension of men's sexual desires because the rarer gender is always better positioned to get what they want on the mating market. So what you see in colleges where there is a surplus of women and a scarcity of men is more casual dating because the men get to make the rules. If there are fewer men than there are women, the women have to compete, and the only way that they can compete is by playing the game that the men want. Conversely, in a college where you have more men than you do women, you have more long-term relationships because the men have to play the game that the women want.
The modern woman is victim of the society that tells them that they are all beautiful Disney princesses. They are also victim of the countless number of men at their disposal on Tinder, and the exaggerated attention they receive on social networks have inflated their egos. Moreover, as these women have been used by Chad, they will explain that all men want short-term relationship and are toxic. These temporary relationships will change her perception. She will expect men to be muscular, handsome, but also give her flowers, empty his bank account for her without doing anything in return except being a woman. Because they have so many choices, they are going to have unrealistic standards. 6 foot minimum, 100k per year minimum, and lots of other standards. Most of them don't realize they are talking about less than 1% of men. In fact, that's why women only swipe right on only 4% of Tinder profiles, while men swipe right on 60% of profiles. Women will prefer casual relationship with high-value men who will abandon them and make them sad, rather than long-term relationships with men of slightly higher or similar value.
That I could have a conversation with him, that he could be here with me, that he could have chosen me.
Trying to get a guy to commit or trying to see where things go, I indulged in hookup culture.
Why am I not good enough to date? If you want to hook up with me, why do you not want to date me? And then it's like, is it my personality? Am I that unsufferable?
When I tell people that I've never officially been on a date with someone, they don't believe me. But to me, a date is like actually going to a nice restaurant that someone's planned, and I've never had that.
Clearly, I'm not doing something right.
If you do not want to be with her, just tell me.
When I was little, I really didn't think it was going to be this hard to find someone.
It's literally just so confusing and so stressful, and no one seems to really know what they actually want.
When, like, I don't know how to fix this.
I just want a family.
I had to come to terms with knowing that I'm not a woman that men commit to or love. They want, but I've never had any big romantic gestures.
So it happened again. I had a date cancel on me.
The societal problem by causing an imbalance in the dating market could lead to a collapse of the birth rate and civilization. Some men don't even try their luck with women anymore. I made a video about this talking about OnlyFans. In this video, I talk about the devastating effects of OnlyFans on society, and specifically simps and girls who joins this platform. You should take a look at it. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon for another video.